My math it might be off here, guys. I'm gonna have to nerd pole up again and have a little look around. Oh, it's stopped raining as well. Look at this. What a great time for a nerd pole. Na 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 na. Na, 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 na.
I'm a test subject.
Right. So there's currently a difference. Why is there a difference?
Oh my god.
There's going to be road there. Oh, that's why. But does there need to be road there? I don't know what's... No, I'm not sure. Okay, there might be a problem currently. I might have done something a little bit wrong, and I haven't thought about how to fix the problem yet. Raptor, if you come over to this corner over on this side here, if you imagine that this is the potential place where a road could go, but also this is a potential place where a road could go as well. Would the road be here with the exhibit inside that, or would the actual wall be starting like would the wall be like there?
Sorry, I need to just get my bearings.
I think actually maybe if the wall was starting there, then these little sort of like half road bits here could be like viewing points, I guess, that you could go into.
Yes, that does sound good.
That makes the most sense, doesn't it? So if we did it like that, then that means that we'd have to do the same thing over on this corner. So I need to try to work out how that's going to look, which means cutting out all the thing. But it's a good thing I've got a super fast tool to do it with.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at this.
It's always good having super fast tools.
It's just taking it out completely. That is ridiculous. There we go. Right, we'll do this one at the same time as well. Boop, 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 boop.
So do you want to ask any questions about the devs personally, as in individuals?
Well, I mean, it really depends how much you guys are willing to share. Do you want to tell us about you guys and about who does what and all that kind of stuff? Give us a little bio into the minds of the developers.
I'm just waiting for the others to respond. I'm happy to. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, absolutely. Just talk amongst yourselves. Obviously, some people are not comfortable with information being put out on the internet like that. So.
I'm not going to go into too much personal information. It's all going to be about mod, just what I'm interested in. That's going to be the full extent of it.
Yeah. I think that the confusion with the area comes from the start of the exhibit being like weird because of these trees here. But I kind of think that actually having trees all the way around it would make it look a little bit cooler, actually. Which means that I might change this up to be a little bit different again. Oh my god, I'm so indecisive. I can't believe it.
So yes, Tyranno, he is mainly our texturer. He's also done some models, which can all be viewed on his model page. If you search up Tyranno models, you should be able to find them all there.
That's cool. Now, I've known Tyranno for quite a while, actually. I've known him for longer than the rest of you chaps. I think he was the first person I got in touch with to say...
Yes, he is our YouTube representative.
Oh, there you go. That makes a whole lot of sense. So yeah, he's been... I've been in conversation with him for a long time because we obviously been spending a long time working on this mod, which is really, really cool.
He's the oldest member of the team present here at the moment.
Awesome. That's good information.
He temporarily was one of the only members of the team when we had a few people drop out. Sadly, as I said, we went silent for a year, which is basically when our team was being managed by a skeleton crew. I mean, we're already a small team to begin with.
Sure.
But he's basically held the mod together. So
that's really cool.
If it weren't for him, Red and I would not be here at the moment.
Wow. So you're saying that he saved your life? That's amazing.
No, I wouldn't be here in the mod.
Oh, okay. I see. That's slightly less dramatic, but probably make more sense. Oh dear. So, that's pretty interesting. Okay, so who's next?
Now, Blue Streak. Blue Streak makes models and textures, mostly mob making. But he's also pretty good with suggestions. We all try and put in our suggestions. We're very democratic in terms of our systems.
Okay,
in
which is
terms
good.
of our functionality.
It's probably quite a sensible way of doing things.
We always listen to the community's ideas, regardless of the idea.
Well, you can't make a good mod if you're not listening to your community. So that's really important.
Exactly. There are some mod makers out there who just want to sort of shut themselves out,
Yeah.
and that doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. Okay, that's cool.
Because when you're making a mod and you're publicizing a mod, you're making it for a community.
Yeah.
And there are some people out there who just want to make it to challenge themselves. That's fine. But if you're making it for the public, you need to be able to appreciate their own wants, what they actually need. And when you're working with something like Dinosaurs, it's the fact that you're actually trying to accomplish something that everyone wants to see. It's an incredible responsibility when trying to work on a dinosaur mod. Is, for example, when texturing and modeling, and I'm sure all of us have felt this, is particularly with something like a T-Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex is one of the most famous of all dinosaurs, and it's your job to get it right.
Yeah.
You need it to fit in the Minecraft style, but you also need it to be what people imagine a T-Rex to be.
And what a T-Rex in Minecraft would look like as well, yeah.
Exactly, and it's that sort of trying to get it as right as possible, make people appreciate it as much as possible.
Must be a massive challenge, definitely.
Because what we ended up doing is we used to use a different T-Rex model, an old T-Rex model that was sadly outdated. It was like something from the 1960s in terms of proportion. It was a tail dragger. It was very, very retro T-Rex.
Yeah.
And one day we decided, we need to revamp this. We need it to be... That's one of my main jobs. I do a lot of model revamping.
Sure.
And I had to figure out how I'm going to do this, because I didn't want to change the original texture too much. I wanted it to be this sort of icon for the mod, but I also wanted it to be as accurate as possible. And that's why it also took us so long to make the move to actually add feathers into our mobs.
Right, yeah, which that's
particularly for
something you can
Velociraptor,
toggle that, can't you, with the config files, I believe.
Yes, exactly. Velociraptor is one of the few dromaeosauroids, few raptors, that actually has 100% proof that it had feathers. We found quill knobs on its arms, which means it definitely had feathers on its arms.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And as a result, there was no excuse not for it to have feathers other than, well, keeping it to the original style of our mod. And that's why
because that's one of the things that you
config.
guys do pride yourselves in is being able to keep true to actual zoology and biology and things like that, right?
We try our best.
Yeah, which is awesome, just like super awesome. Because a lot of people wouldn't take the time. They'd just be like, right, it looks like this in Jurassic Park, so let's make it exactly like this,
So some of you may be wondering, there's a modeler out there called Dragonif, very good modeler, who's made a lot of models for the dinosaur mod, which are planning on being added, and quite a few of his also have feather toggles. So the popular and often voted for Therizinosaurus has a feather toggle.
Very cool, very cool.
The Oviraptor has a feather toggle.
Nice. So we're looking forward to some really interesting stuff there, it sounds like.
Yes, but those toggles have been made for about, 6 months now?
So are you... Okay, so here's a question for you then, because it sounds like you guys are working really hard to try to get the next version of the mod kind of like released and out into the wild and stuff. Do you guys have a rough kind of idea how long until the next version is going to be coming? Because I'm sure people are dying to find out.
Simple to say it, no.
So it's like a when it's ready
post a
type
release
situation.
date, we never meet the requirements because something always comes up, and that's why we don't want... It's ready when it's ready. It's not that we don't want to try and get it out as soon as possible. We do.
Yeah.
It's just we want to make sure that it's perfect, and we don't want to... We pride ourselves with not releasing unfinished content,
Which is great because a lot of people
we've
release
got
unfinished
so
content.
many things in the works. I mean, we've got the new dimension that we've been thinking about doing for a very long
that
time.
sounds awesome.
Which is what we're finally going to give the time machine a use. Have you seen the time machine?
No, but we could do with the time machine on this server because we are currently in the past. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah. Although I suppose it's the present for you, isn't
currently
it?
the
So-
time machine doesn't work, so it won't help very much there. And it's not available in survival.
No.
So as a result, it's not really cheating.
Okay, makes sense. Oh, I believe it sounds like... Oh, we lost you for a second there, Raptor. Do you want to start that sentence again?
Sorry, yes. So the time machine is only really available in creative. So it's not really a spoiler.
Sure.
So here is the time machine. The idea is that the time machine will take you to the past. Now, the past, it can't really be a dimension per time period because it's messy and we don't actually have enough dinosaurs from each time period living in the same location for it to be relevant.
Okay.
So the past is effectively going to be a conglomeration of time. Each biome represents a time period. So you transition between those zones depending on what time it is. This is the main idea that we've had for a long time.
Okay, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, man, look at this. So this is actually a thing that I might be able to get if I worked really hard at trying to get it. Interesting.
No, it's only available in creative, sadly.
It's only available in creative mode. No, maybe one day. maybe one update it will be available because that's really cool though.
Yeah, we've also got loads of other archaeology stuff in the works other than just a time machine because we are the fossil and archaeology mod. We're not
you
meant
guys,
to be.
You can probably stop there. By the way, that you're going the kind of like the wide way. I think if we have a look, so if you just to put the conversation we're having on pause mode because it is really interesting. We'll carry on talking about it, but we need to decide how like wide the exhibit's going to be because there's no point in taking out any more of the mountain unless we actually need to. Now I'm going to just sort of go up here.
I
and
say 2 roadblocks wider.
Yeah, so it's like 5. So can you see? So there's 2 options that I could currently do for the exhibit Ratifarian. We could either take out the trees that are on this side of the exhibit and sort of expand out the wall so the wall actually touches the side of the road, if that makes sense. Or we can have it set back like it is now with like individual sort of little viewing areas. Do you think it would be better if it was like right against the road or not?
Set back with viewing areas.
Set back with the sort of individual areas that people can sort of like go into and look, yeah? Right, okay, that's perfect then. So so if we have it like that,
it's one of the things that I think it's very important for zoos or any zoo facility to have as many angles of view as possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good thing about having it right up against the road would be that it would have all that there wouldn't be a view that you couldn't get. It would be views from every angle.
Of course, though, there should always be some form of shelter for the animals to be able to hide away because everyone needs their privacy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that sounds like a very sensible way of doing things. We can also have like the train kind of like going in and having a look in certain areas and stuff. That's some stuff that we can work on in the near future. So yeah, I think so. In that case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think. So it'll be like 9 by. It's currently like 9 by 3. So you think it should be like 9 by 5? Is that your reasoning? I mean, it would probably make more sense to make it 10 by 5, right?
Yeah,
that would be really difficult to do. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh man, this is actually. I didn't think it was going to be so much of a challenge to try to get the exhibit kind of like organised and set up, but it has become a bit of a.
Well, I'm just going to go flatten out this section.
So yeah, you can carry on working on that over there if you want to. I think what we might have to do is actually sort of like take a break and start sort of finishing off of camera. That's a word. It's like when you're like doing your shopping at like Tesco's or your favourite supermarket, and things have gone off of offer, and you try and say off of offer 10 times quickly. It's very hard to say off of offer. Doesn't really work. So okay, so in that case, so what this is going to be is the corner piece is going to be a tree, which goes here, I guess. I'm just trying to work out the schematics of it. So that's
Tyranno
a tree
Red, could
piece.
one of you go over to where Kath is?
That's a tree area here, like that, which means that the road would be on the other side here. Now, in order to make it so that the road isn't there, it would need to be one further across. So it is 10. I mean, I suppose I could do that, and I could just start expanding the Jurassic Park Visitor Centre outwards at the back if we need to actually have it expand out, which would be pretty sensible, I suppose. I guess we could try that. I guess.
Do you want me to smooth off the other side of the visitor centre so we don't forget so it's symmetrical?
I wouldn't worry about doing that too much for now because I haven't decided how the visitor is going to work internally yet. I haven't even really thought about that. That one's in the wrong place. This one is slightly ajar. Thank you for taking that out. There we go. Now, if this is okay, this is really difficult. I think the best thing to do, if we just take a 5-minute break whilst we work all this out, and then once this has been settled, we can finish off working on the walls, and then we'll have our first exhibit kind of like ready and set up. So we're back in 2 seconds, guys. Right, well, after what feels like around about 3 hours more work, we've managed to take out the little hill that was here up to this point over there that you guys can see where this creeper is. And Raptor, we've managed to finish the roads to the exhibit, haven't we?
Oh my goodness! Yes, we've managed to finish the roads.
So I can't fly like you guys,
listening
but
to
I can
one
do
of
this.
our soundtracks on the Forestry Archeology mod.
Does it go like bum 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 bum?
We sadly don't have the copyright to do that.
Oh, okay, that's a bit of a shame. But anyway, at least I'm going to get a chance to show people how this looks. And my God, I think we've all gone above and beyond the Call of Duty with this world now. It looks absolutely fantastic. This exhibit, as you guys can see, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only 9 long. We've done it wrong. No, no, it's fine. I think that 5 by 9 is a good amount because it's a ratio of. I'm sure that somebody will work out the ratio of what that should be, but it's like it's nice, sort of like long. So like I think like 9 is a good amount of length. I think going any further than that is just going to put it out of proportion. It tucks in really nicely to the length of the visitor center. And it also means that we can now work in single, double, triple. So, for example, a double exhibit of this size would be 10 wide, but we probably wouldn't need to have a 10 wide one, apart from for probably Brachiosaurus might get a 10 wide. But this is big enough to do pretty much anything that I can think of. So, here's some exceptionally good news for you. This is the episode right now for the very first vote for the next dinosaur on the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park series. So, if you want to choose what the next dinosaur is going to be, then there's a couple of things that you need to do, and I think Raptor might know what I'm talking about here. The first thing that you need to do is make sure that you're subscribed to the CAFcast. Once you've done that, you need to make sure that you like the video. If you do these 2 things, then your vote will count. If you do not do these 2 things, then your vote will not count, sadly. So you need to make sure that you've done those 2 things. And then once you've done that, you can leave your votes. We have pretty much got the opportunity to do any dinosaur we want. So Velociraptor, Deinonychus, Pterosaur, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, all the other ones, many, many more. Anything that is currently in Fossils and Archaeology, we can add to here, because I'm going to go out in the next couple of episodes and get some biofossils, start to build the analyzer room, and then we can start to analyze some of these fantastic fossils that we've got. Anyway, before we finish the episode today, I think Raptorfarian was going to tell us a little bit about what it is that he does. And then once we've taken care of that, we're going to say our goodbyes and see you all next time. So, Raptor, why don't you tell us a little bit more about you and what it is that you do?
Well, I first started the mod about a year and a half ago now, at the end of the summer, and I immediately fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved dinosaurs. I really enjoy Minecraft, and it was the first mod I ever installed. And I thought to myself, well, I don't really want to bother them, but I want feathers on my Velociraptors. So I made a texture.
Nice.
And it all started from there, after which I started modelling. And now I'm here as part of the dev team. I'm a texturer and I'm a modeler. I do a lot of work on either making entirely new mobs or revamping old ones.
That's awesome.
We base a lot of our revamps ones on Scott Hartman's skeletal reconstructions. He's a very famous paleo artist.
Okay.
Who's very good at producing accurate representations. It's very good for getting the sort of proportions right.
That's very cool.
And yeah, all of us, we're all texturers, we're all modelers.
And you all
And
work
that's-
very, very hard to provide the mod that you do, which is super fantastic, because it is an absolutely amazing place, and I can't wait to start working with all the new dinosaurs and all the really, really exciting things that you guys are currently working on. Like making pterosaurs fly. That's going to be amazing. I get to make an aviary place.
Don't jinx it.
Well, I mean, you've promised it now, so that's it. Game over. And it's going to be done in the next week, right? That's it. Okay.
So, if I could have one last question, it would be: does my vote count for double?
Well, I mean, you'll have to like the video and subscribe to the Cafcast, and then you can leave your vote. And maybe it will. Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of making it vote, maybe making it count for double, what we're going to do is we're going to add each of you guys to the creator corner once we've finished it in the next couple of episodes, because you have now contributed time rather than money, and we really appreciate your spending a bit of time with us, because it's not often that you get a chance to sit down with devs of an actual mod, and not to mention the premiere mod of this series. So I mean, it's been super fun, and look how cool this place looks. I mean, do you guys agree? Look at the trees that go down the road and stuff. I think it looks incredible.
Absolutely worth the time and effort.
I think it's really, really awesome. And we can put like some benches and stuff in these little gap bits here as well if you want to, or like lampposts. There's like, we have so many opportunities to do some really amazing things. So next time, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the walls to enclose this exhibit, and also start thinking about how staff are going to access it and bits and pieces like that. But for now, I thought I'd just let it kind of like run wild, just overgrow a bit. We've got some poppies and some pink oriental lilies and some double tall grasses and just some nice bits and pieces that are sort of like dotted in around here, which I think look really, really cool. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed the episode today. Raptor, have we missed anything? Is there anything else that we need to add, or are we good to go?
No, that's pretty much all. I hope you all check out the Fossil and Archaeology mod.
Absolutely. So, Fossils and Archaeology Revival. There's a link in the video right now. If you haven't already downloaded it, what the hell are you doing? Go download it right now. It's really, really easy to install. And in fact, if you go onto my my channel and type in Fossils and Archaeology, you should find that there's a little how to install and get it going video guide that you can follow step by step about how to just install this fantastic mod and get it going and start to enjoy all this stuff that we're experiencing here. Tyranno's just trying to put in a tree there, but unfortunately it won't work unless you do this. Tyranno, you need to just take this here and then take this one here, and now
tree just wants to grow.
That should now grow. There you go. Fantastic. We've managed to build that tree. I like how I'm going to have to take this all back a little bit, I think, because I want the sort of like this tree line to be unstopped by this kind of massive bit of stuff we've got going on here. I think it might just be like more sensible to have some just straighter walls. But anyway, that's a conversation to have next time. Thank you very much, everybody. Do you want to all? Are you going to all come over here? We'll say goodbye together. We'll do a little thing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Is everybody here? Where's blue, red, blue, purple? Where is he? There he is. Oh dear, oh dear. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. See you soon. Bye. You've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more, and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the Cafcast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.